I know you guys have dealt with this. You consider your financial advisor, typically it's your banker, and you really like them because they made you laugh, they got you that mortgage, they helped you with that loan, they helped get your first credit card, but then, you don't visit the bank very often. And even when you need something, you hope to just be able to just go in there really quickly and ask a question, but you can't seem to find that advisor anymore. And so this video is about how you can find the right advisor for your needs. For those of you guys who don't have an advisor, why would you not have an advisor? Probably because you never qualified for one, or you never really thought that you had an advisor, but you actually do. And so today we're going to talk about how not to lose your advisor. But even better yet, getting equipped so you don't need an advisor. Okay, so stay tuned. Welcome again to my passive aggressive, you can't unsee these videos, your daily dose of financial advice. I have over 25 years in the financial industry, and 20 of those years was actually at a financial institution here in Canada as a branch manager. And I developed really great relationships with my clients to the point where I had clients that followed me around. I've even maybe friendships with these clients who followed me even after leaving the bank. And I would explore trying to determine if you even have an advisor, first of all, and if your advisor is the one that helped you grow your wealth, because that's really what an advisor should be, is helping you grow your wealth, let alone trying to figure out where you want to be and how to get there. Some people think their financial advisors are the ones that gave them their first credit card or their first mortgage or help them finance their car. And that's all well and good, but those are more bankers. They're the leaders. Advisors, well, you know what, I'll tell you this, there are differences between advisors. There are advisors where it's spelled SERS, advisors, where you actually have to take a special training to be called that. And then there's advisors, SORS, where banks kind of just loosely use this term in the banks to call their bankers advisors. But I can tell you from many years of experience in hiring these, that a lot of the time they typically just sold. And you know what? That's okay. That's what we had to do at the bank. That's what we were paid to do. Okay. So hopefully I didn't rain on anyone's parade, but your advisor was just a salesperson. Okay. A diamond in the rough that really stood out, that actually took the time to help you understand how mortgages worked, how RRSPs worked, how tax-free savings, and then showed you maybe what you needed based on your goals, let alone even ask your goals. But they were few and far between, and they still are. Okay, what I've noticed in the traditional banking industry is that most people try to get into the bank hoping to move up the ladder, trying to get, these things attached to their name, these acronyms, these titles to their name, which would mean a higher paycheck, eventually management. But they truly were very exceptional if they were there. And I know that sounds almost surprising to some of you. Maybe some of you guys agree with me. But that is why you can never find the same person you saw last year who helped you, who you really attached to. Maybe they're still there, but they're in a different role and they can't help you anymore. I mean, there are those as well. There are people there that have been there for quite some time that may still be doing the role, and you still may like them, but I'll be honest with you, they may have not yet learned how to do their job properly. When I say properly, I mean to the benefit of the client. So, what can you do? What can you do? Now, I've had people ask me, you're still doing this, right? Because if you're not doing this with the bank, who am I going to go to? And, I could see the stress in their eyes. I could feel the stress in their voice. And back then, when I thought I was at the bank, I was able to reassure my clients. Now, I was there for 20 years. Okay, I was there for 20 years and I still could leave. Okay, but I still in the financial industry, and I continue to help people because I truly want to help people. I didn't care about the branch manager title. Otherwise, I'd be there still, wouldn't I? Maybe try to work up the corporate ladder and become, regional area manager president. But it wasn't about that for me. It was about the client. And those of you guys who have an advisor or banker, when was the last time your banker or advisor asked you what your goals were? Or was it just a very transactional, very friendly conversation, which made you believe that they were in your corner helping you out? There are financial advisors in the bank that truly don't know how to give advice because they don't know how to ask the right questions. And you may not even know what the right questions are because you've never been asked them. Like, for instance, when would you like to be finally mortgage free? When was the last time a banker has asked you that? When was the last time a banker has ever asked you, those investments that you have at that bank, what do you think about looking at options that might help you retire sooner? Is that something you'd be open to? When was the last time a banker has ever told you that? No, they'd probably refer you to somebody who could do investments, right? They're so specialized in the banks, and I get it. They have to have certain licenses to be able to offer you investments, but the investment guy does investments. The banker does the loans, mortgages, sometimes the investments, but not the big amounts. So they have to refer that out. So, in many cases, the right hand's not talking to the left hand. So you almost have a broken system where you have two advisors kind of helping you, and none of them are really asking you the right questions. And for those of you guys who've never qualified to work with one, there are people out there that will work with you. You just need the courage to be able to go look for them, and maybe the courage to ask yourself the question, am I going to be okay? Instead of assuming you're going to be okay because your banker is super nice and they got your back. So reach out to me if you'd like to find out how you can find some of these people. Reach out to me, book a time that's convenient for you and me, okay? And that could be on the weekend, where we can actually sit down and talk about what your actual goals are and how you can get there. The banks are great for certain products, like the bank accounts. Perfect, right? They're there to lend you money. Perfect. But they're not there to really give you a holistic view of helping plan out your financial journey. And you do have quite a journey ahead of you. You just have to start to think about, how am I going to build this journey for myself? Anyways, I hope you got value from that. Like I said, reach out to me, book a time with me. It doesn't have to be a long conversation. If you like this video, please share it. Subscribe to my channel so that more people get this financial literacy and you get more financial literacy as I continue to make these videos. Comment if you have a comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say, if there's any videos you would like me to talk about. And like I said, share this with